Okay, so this is an update on the 116. As you might be able to tell, I used rubbing compound and polished compound on the hood, so it's all nice and shiny, squeaky now. There's still the scratches everywhere, but, whatever. I just tried to make it look good with what I had. But anyway, I finished a couple days ago. I had to take it pretty far apart. I took off the fenders, which involves taking off the dashboard, which involves taking out all the steering and unbolting all these things everywhere, the key, everything. So everything came apart there, just so I could adjust the shifter, because it wouldn't go into reverse all the time, because say if it was in like 5th gear, the lever was like about there, so it was a little far back. It's at least a little better. It's not perfect, but so I painted the knob there, and I painted the throttle lever orange. But it's not the right orange, but it's pretty close at least. And what started that all is I see if I can. I don't know. I can't see back there, but you know the brake caliper on these transmissions. Well, I tried to take the bolts out, and it broke. One of them broke off, so ended up taking the whole transmission off to get that drilled and tapped again. And so now the gas tank leaks at the seal up front, where the thing goes in the hole and where the valve is, but that's no problem really. Just need to get a new seal. But I fixed up the steering, so now there's only that much slop. And it doesn't steer as far to the left, to the right as it did. And that's more black than it was. And what else did I do? The choke that works even less now, because it's broken right there. So, yeah, probably have to get a new choke cable thing. But anyway, I also managed to break this bolt off here for the throttle cable holder in the intake manifold. So I had to take all this off. It was a pain in the butt because I had to take off this side panel, which involves taking out these 2 bolts and one way back under there. So yeah, and then I had to take off all the governor springs, which took forever to get back on, and yada yada yada. But while I was apart, I cleaned out the carburetor at least a little bit, and I think this actually does do a little bit of adjusting. This stupid bolt in there. Instead of a needle like it should, but it actually does adjust a little. So, I don't know. I'm a little confused there. So, as far as the deck goes, it's out here. I got this thing to hold the tarp down. Oh, look at that. It's all painted up now. Just waiting on a few more parts. And rebuilt all the spindles, so they are all super quiet now. Had to get a new pulley for here, because you can't take the bearings out of these ones. Painted it all up, as you can see. You can get some of these decals from John Deere, which I will do eventually. There's that part. And this goes on there. That pulley's still the same. But yeah, I'm just waiting. I had to order the bearing for this one, which is a really goofy bearing. It's this long thing. But yeah. So that should be here, that bearing should be here tomorrow. So then after that's here, I can put the stick back on. After I finish putting it all together, I can put it back on the mower, and I should be able to mow again. Should be nice. I'll show you that bearing that came out of that pulley. Let's see. It's right here. That's only part of it. It kind of fell apart, you know. But yeah, there's a race here and a race up here. There's two sets of balls in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for another update on the John Deere 116. In the next video, I'll be mowing with it when it's all nice and quiet.